Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gina of Gina Renee RM Budgets. I'm a zero-based budgeter who uses the cash envelope system to assist me on my journey to financial and debt freedom. If you're new here, I do videos all about saving money. So if that's the kind of content that you're interested in, then please take a minute and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. For today, I'm going to teach you guys all about sinking funds. One of the biggest questions I always get is, what is a sinking fund and how do you determine what you need and how much money to put in there? Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today. So if you've always been curious, then just stay tuned. So this form, I love this form. It's from the Budget Mom. You know, guys, if you watch my videos, I'm Budget Mom loyal. And she has this, it's a freebie on the Budget Mom website. And so anybody can get it, but it's just a really easy way to figure out my sinking funds. Now, two things that I had to change on here. The Budget Mom is a monthly budgeter, and I get paid bi-weekly. So I had to tweak her form a little bit. So most of her things like says months left to save. Well, I changed mine to paydays left to save. And then amount to save per payday. Hers says per month, okay? Because I need to know what I need to do payday to payday, not month to month, all right? So sinking funds in a nutshell are basically just funds that you set up for future anticipated expenses. All right, that's the best way to explain it. All right, so it's not a monthly bill because you know that's coming, you know the due date, you know how much you need basically. But sinking funds are funds that you never know when it might come up, but it's almost pretty much inevitable. So we're talking about things like maybe a holiday coming up. That's what I would consider a dated sinking fund, where it has a date attached. It's just not a monthly bill. Christmas is a dated sinking fund. Your anniversary is a dated sinking fund. Any annual or quarterly payments that you make could be a sinking fund. Basically, what you do is, instead of the entire amount hitting your paycheck when it's due, you start adding to a fund little by little, anticipating that payment. So a great example is Amazon Prime. I pay for Amazon Prime annually, and it's $150 by the time they add tax. So instead of when that payment is due, it hits my paycheck for $150. What happens is, say for instance, if we start a year before, I'm a bi-weekly budgeter. I get paid 26 times in a year. So we're talking like $150 divided by 26. I could add, it's $5.77 basically. So I technically could add $5 or $6 to an Amazon Prime envelope every time I get paid. And by the time it's due, I'll have the whole amount. So I rather it hit my paycheck $6 at a time as opposed to $150, if that makes sense. All right, same thing Christmas. All right, so say for instance, roughly, it's up to you. You have to figure out on average how much you spend on Christmas. Look back at your previous Christmases or write down all the people that you buy gifts for, how much you like to spend, add it up. That's your Christmas budget. But don't forget stuff like Christmas decorations and, Christmas dinner. If you guys do a special dinner, stuff like that. I have a challenge binder that has those types of categories in it, and you can contribute little bits at a time. It's available on my Etsy. But you say, I roughly spend $1,500. That's a lot for me. And you get paid 26 or 52 times in a year. Well, you could save $57 dollars, say roughly $60 every time you get paid. Toss it in a Christmas envelope, and by the time you get to Christmas, you'll have the whole thing. You're not using credit cards and stuff like that. You're not scrambling around trying to spend whole paychecks and putting your bills on hold, or making payment arrangements on your bills because now you got to buy Christmas presents. All right, it's a lot easier and stress-free when you're biting away at it a little bit at a time. That's sinking funds in a nutshell. You know, having a car emergency fund. Now, for me, that's undated. That means I have no idea when something's going to happen, but chances are they are. You know, chances are I'm going to need new tires on my car at some point. Chances are I'm going to need an oil change. Chances are something could go wrong with the car, and I don't want it to eat up a whole paycheck. Instead, I determined I'd rather just throw $20, okay? We waste $20 on basically nothing, all right? But take that $20 and let it be purposeful, right? So I'm gonna decide I'm gonna put $20 every time I get paid into a car maintenance fund, and that way something happened with my car, my alternator goes out, my battery goes out, I can go to that car maintenance fund and not go to a credit card, all right? For me, I do self-care. I don't do it often, but when I do, I would like to have the money available. So I may put $10, $20 every time I get paid just for me. Household, I don't buy household goods every month. I may buy it from Sam's Club maybe quarterly. So every time I get paid, I may put $20, $40 in that envelope for me to go to Sam's Club or Costco when everything starts to get low. Traveling, you can have a sinking fund for that. Who doesn't want to go on a vacation? You determine your amounts based on your experiences and based on your spending, and then you divide it by the number of paychecks. All right, so say for instance, you wanted to start sinking funds for today. Today you said, next time I get paid, I'm gonna start up my sinking funds. So the first thing you have to do is determine which ones that you need. All right, so I have a little list and this list, all right? So here's my list of what I use for my sinking funds. For my dated ones, I have my annual payments, which is any annual subscriptions that I have. My husband and I's anniversary. Every 2 years, I have to renew my RN license and my CPR. So I have that on here. My TSA pre-check is every 5 years. I have that on here. Month ahead fund, it really doesn't fall under dated, but it's just money that I contribute to try to get a month ahead on my bills. Emergency fund, I put it under dated because to me, dated is more high priority sinking funds. And then of course my daughter's getting married, so she has a wedding coming up, so that's on my dated side. My undated side is just stuff that I know I want to do eventually, and I just want to take a little at a time out my paycheck. For me, that's self-care, household that we talked about, travel, any kind of needs for my family, any needs for my pet, and then his and hers is for me and my husband, any necessities that may come up that we may need, a new pair of shoes or, you know, a pair of pants or anything like that. All right, so the way I determine these sinking funds, all right, let's start with Amazon Prime. All right, today it's due September 1st, so I know it cost me $140. So what I would do for today, I can't save the whole year because it's coming up, right? So I have to base it on however many paychecks I will receive before the due date. All right, so let's flip this back over, and that's why I like this sheet. So we're going to write Amazon Prime, right? Okay, so the goal amount is $140. Due date is September 1st, all right? Paydays left to save. I have to look on the calendar. So I just got paid on the 24th. So I have 2 pay periods in August, which is the 8th and the 22nd before Amazon Prime is due. So I only got 2 paydays left, all right? But I've been saving, okay? So I got 2 paydays left, and I've already saved Now this is for all my annual payments together, but we're going to use it for an example. So I've already saved $110, right? So how much do I need? 30. All right, divided by the 2 pay periods that I have left. I don't even need a calculator for that. I need $15 per paycheck to be ready for Amazon Prime. All right. My next example is my Sam's Club membership. All right. So let's write that down. Sam's Club. That's a cheap one, but I still like to do it. So let's say it's $50. It's due, I think it's May. Let's say May 1st, because I don't know the exact date. All right. So for May 1st, I have 2 pay periods in August, 2 in September, 3 in October, 2 in November, 2 in December, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. And then I got 2 in January, 13. I got 2 in February, 15. I got 2 in March, 17, 2 in April, 19. I probably got 3 in May, 21. All right, so let's say 20 pay periods left to save for my Sam's Club membership. All right, so I haven't saved anything because I got all my money going toward Amazon Prime. So all I would do is 50 divided by 20, $2.50. All right, so then I'm going to put away, I have 50 left to save, divided by 20, which is how many pay periods I got left. $2.50, I would round it up to $3. So every time I get paid, toss $3 in a Sam's Club envelope. All right, so then I have Creative Fabrica, which is where I get a lot of my graphics and fonts and things like that. And it's $60 a year. And for me, it's due December, around the 15th. It's really the 31st, but I want to have it before then. So then I got 2, 4, 7, 9, 10 pay periods left. All right. And I've already saved nothing. So that means I have $60 to save. So I'm going to do 60 divided by the 10 pay periods. That's $6 for Creative Fabrica. So you can see these are just very small amounts that you can be putting to the side, you know, as things come up. So me and my husband's anniversary, right? We don't do very much, but I like to have a nice dinner. So I'll say $200 I'd like to have by our anniversary. Our anniversary is December 1st. So that's when the due date is, December 1st. All right. So then I got 2, 4, 7, 9 pay periods left until our anniversary. So I'm going to take my anniversary envelope because I got to see how much we've saved already. So far, because I've already been contributing to this, I've saved $45 for our anniversary, and that's in the envelope. All right. So here we would put, I've already saved $45. All right. So left to save is 200 minus 45. I need 155, and I got 9 pay periods divided by 9 equals $17.20. All right. So this is 155 left, and it comes out to $18 a pay period. So for me, I would round that up to 20. And here I may leave that the same. This one I might round up to 5. And then I'll just have extra money going into the next one. All right. And so on and so forth. So you go through each one. This is my sinking funds binder. Now for undated, I just choose an amount that I can spare. So I save it to the end. Once I pay my bills, put my variable expenses together and determine those amounts, because those are more important. Then with what's left, I divvy up into my undated. So self-care, I may have, say, I have $110 left. and these are my envelopes. Well, what's more important? I would put probably more in self-care, more in household, a little less in travel, a little less in family, a little bit more in pet care, and then his and hers will get the rest. So I may determine 5, 10, 20, 15. It's just up to me, my desires, and what is for my family. I know pretty much per month I only really get a pedicure most of the time, but I'd like a little bit more money than that. So I might put 20, 25, 40 for me in self-care every time. So these are sinking funds that I can go into whenever something comes up, and you just let the money add up. These are sinking funds, and trust me, they will save your budget. How many times have you had an unexpected car repair come up and you're like, what am I going to do? Your car tags, you know they're coming every year. You can start saving now, figure out when they're due, divide it by the number of paychecks. You know how much it is, divide it by the number of paychecks, and start saving for that. And that way, when your car tags are due, it's not a huge chunk out of your paycheck, all right? So I hope this was helpful, learning all about sinking funds, what they are, how to determine them, how to figure out how much to put in there, etc. But if you have any questions at all, don't forget to like this video, number one, but leave your questions, comments down below in the comment section, and I will definitely respond to all my comments. And subscribe, you guys. If you have not subscribed yet, like, what are you waiting for? Like, this is informative stuff that I'm sharing with you guys, and I really think you won't be disappointed if you subscribe to this channel. So thank you. If you're already subscribed, my returning subscribers are the best. They're so supportive and loving, so thank you. But if you haven't, let me take the time right now to welcome you and thank you for subscribing, because I know you're going to subscribe today. And that's all I have for now. And as always, I wish you guys what? Peace, love, and prosperity. Bye, guys.